that didn't take long.
All right, you have exactly 28.5 minutes left to sunbathe.
Why do you have to be such a stickler?
The more you talk down here, the less sun you get up on deck. Look, I'm giving you a break. Now, after your time's up, back down here and change.
I get the picture.
All right. Move it, soldier.
You don't have to be so rough.
Don't forget.
How did you do that?
She went right in there.
Oh, there's a shower in there. You were talking about wanting to take a shower. You were in there long enough. Why didn't you take a shower? I ducked into the shower. This chick's got to be blind. She looked right at me, didn't see a thing.
Lucky break for us. Kaluga's such a sadistic gent. I think she's probably scared stiff to stay in there any longer than necessary.
Right, oh, what are we going to do now? We continue this search or what?
We have no choice.
Wait a minute, I have to go to the bathroom.
Hey, what we got here?
What is it?
Well, this looks like a mobilization report. This is a whole lot bigger than I thought. Hey, look at this thing, will you? He's got mercenaries dotted in all the major cities right around the world, ready to go off it. Yeah, ready to go into action, a word from him.
What kind of action? What do you mean action?
I've no idea.
Okay, are we going to stay here or what? Are we going to go search Victor and Tony's rooms?
Well, as long as you finish your romance with the bathroom.
Creature comforts do count, Robert.
Yes, you're right. Okay, well, look, before we go anywhere, I think I should do a proper search of this facility in here. Look, just talk amongst yourselves. Right?
Oh, he is human. Mm-hmm.
Well, no one would have ever guessed.
Oh, how's my breath?
Are you still sick?
Oh, a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, but I've been thinking, you know.
What?
I was thinking about what it might be like to be on an actual pleasure cruise with you.
Be wonderful.
Yeah. The sea, dolphins.
It'll be much different than the way we're seeing it now, but it doesn't matter, does it? At least we're together.
That's what counts. Pretty bad, huh?
Yes,
Right, well, I think that was a thorough job done. All clear in there. Am I interrupting anything?
No, that's all right.
Right. Okay. Right, next thing, on the Tony's room.
All right, let's go.
All clear. We right?
Well, here's to Alexandria Quatermain, wherever she may be.
Kind of funny toasting with beer bottles, don't you think? Okay, then, to Alexandria Quatermain, wherever she may be. And here's hoping wherever she is, she stays very, very far away for a very long time and leaves us all in peace.
Alan and I set out to the deli for some sandwiches. Will you join me?
Hey, thank you. You know what? This reminds me just when I was a kid, and I used to come into your office on Saturdays and try and help out and make a complete fool of myself. And we would sit down, we'd have some lunch, and you'd give me a drink of beer, and my goodness, it was a big deal then.
Well, you got beer at an early age because you're a male, Quatermain. Yes, those were good times, weren't they?
Yes, they were.
Well, everything worked out fine. You know, I'm glad that you told me that Susan Moore was your mistress. You know, really, it's best that she left. With her out of the way, Monica will be less trouble. It's going to be a lot easier for you in the long run.
I miss her so badly, Dad.
You'll get over it. Oh, you may think you love her, but you'll find you can live without her.
I do love her, and I won't live without her.
Well, I've had many lost loves during my lifetime, and I've managed to survive quite well. Thank you very much. You will, too.
There's something I have to tell you, and when I do, I think that you'll understand why I've been a affected so deeply and so much by Susan leaving.
Okay, what is it?
Susan's pregnant with my child.
So you see, Mrs. Grant, Susan and I are old friends. And she promised me a job at the disco. Well, I arrive in town and find out that she's not here. Well, it kind of puts me sort of a bind, if you know what I mean. Do you have any idea at all where she went?
I know she's gone. I mean, she told me before she left.
Oh, then you do know where she went.
No, I don't. I mean, maybe she just needed, to get off by herself for a little while or something like that. I mean, people need to change the style of their lives once in a while. I'm sorry, Mr. Horgan?
Oh, no, Corrigan.
Oh, well, Mr. Corrigan, I don't think I'm going to be much help to you. I mean, Susan's gone, but she said she'd be back. And if she wants a little privacy, then there's nothing I can do but respect her wishes.
Was Susan upset, Mrs. Grant? I mean, was she having problems of any kind?
Amy, this is Mr. Corrigan, who's come to talk to me. We need a little time to talk alone. Would you mind doing your homework up in your room, please?
Heck, I just live here, right?
Amy, go.
I'm going.
Why are you asking all these questions about Susan?
Well, because I care about her. Susan and I were very good friends.
Oh, where'd you know her from?
Oh, from way back.
Way back, huh? And just what kind of a job was it that you said that she promised you at the disco?
Well, she said she was going to make me assistant manager.
Well, isn't that funny? I mean, Susan has an assistant manager.
Well, I don't know about
Mr.
that.
Corrigan, look, if you are really interested in a job at the disco, there's really only one person for you to see,
Well,
and
who's
it's
that?
not me.
Who should I see?
Alan Quartermain. And I'm sorry, but I really can't spare you any more time today.
Mrs. Grant, I want to thank you for your courtesy.
I mean, she's my daughter, but I don't know how to help her.
Aunt Alice, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you.
Oh, honey, it's all right. I mean, it was a perfectly natural question to ask me about Heather, but why don't we just change the subject?
Okay.
Why don't you tell me about how you got this lovely house? When did you get it?
I got it shortly after I met Arnold Wellington.
Arnold Wellington?
Yes. I'm in love, Aunt Alice.
I can see that you are, just by the glow.
Yeah. The only problem is, I probably should have known better. He's married.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, really did it this time. Those pipes over there belong to Arnold. He spends as much time here with me as he can. Aunt Alice, we're just so compatible.
Well, not very compatible. I mean, Susan, honey, he's married.
I love him. I really do.
Mm.
And I'm gonna have his baby.
I don't know. I just don't know. I tried to raise those two little girls as best as I could. And just look what has happened. One of us just gotten out of a sanitarium and been in the police lineup. Suspected of maybe committing a murder. And the other one is pregnant with no husband and she's disappeared. Where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong?
Susan is pregnant? Alan, how could you have allowed such a thing to happen? How could you be so stupid?
I don't feel the least bit stupid. I feel damn proud.
Proud?
I am proud. I love Susan, and she's going to give me a son.
You already have a son.
I have a son by a woman who hates me. Thank God Susan loves me.
Love. Love has nothing whatever to do with it. The child that woman is carrying is not a Quartermain and never will be. He is not legitimate. I have only one legitimate grandson, yours and Monica. And believe me, he is the only one who will be recognized as a Quartermain.
That child is going to be my flesh and blood, and that's the truth of the matter. Now, he may not inherit the Edgar Quartermain Trust Fund, but he is a Quartermain nonetheless, and I will give him whatever I choose to give him. And there's one other thing that you better understand, Ed. I love Susan, and I'm going to find her whether you like it or not.
Brother Victor seems to be watching Maximilian all the time. Why?
You must be imagining things, General Kaluga. I have not noticed such a thing.
Max is the finest mind ever to enter international politics. Don't you agree? Just look how he's banded those 5 countries together. Has them ready to go to war for a single cause, our cause.
Yes, but both Victor and I have only the highest regard for Maximilian.
Well, I want to talk to you about what a splendid man I think Maximilian is. And your brother Victor, too.
They all lie to each other.
Robert, obviously, these guys don't trust each other. Now, look, they're going to keep an eye on everybody, and everybody's looking at everybody. It's real easy. We can search the ship. Nobody's going to know what we're doing, right?
Dream on, old buddy. It's not going to be quite that simple. That piece of paper I found in Kaluga's room amounted to a mobilization report.
A mobilization report.
Yeah. The mercenaries in the 5 countries that are currently controlled by Maximilian. Now, this is obviously the key to Cassidyne's push for whatever world control they want.
What 5 countries?
Right, love. They're considered to be the third world, what's called the have-nots. Now, they've all banded together in an effort to overthrow the rest of us.
I see. Well, if you've got the third world, and 5 are how many others are have-nots, you got a lot of people, and you got a lot of power. And especially if they have the terrorists they talk about in every major city. Man, they could get what they're looking for.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to stop them?
Anyone in there?
Dear lady, I say, look here. Can you explain what happened to my team? I mean, I can't comprehend it. I see your team, and I explain when I want it. I mean, it's beastly boring, huh?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know anything about your tea. I'm having a little trouble with your store. Can you help me?
Oh, well, I'll give it a go.
Look, I'm scared.
No, I know. I am too.
How do we ever get into these things?
Nobody asked you to come along, Laura.
Yeah, well, I'm here and nobody asked you to come.
Nobody asked either of you to come along.
Who asked you?
Main desk, Miss Vining. Yeah, hold on just a second. Monica, that's for you.
Oh. Mr. Corrigan, you really have to stop calling me at the hospital.
The information I have for you is very urgent.
What's that?
Well, I just got through talking to Mrs. Grant, and she knew about Susan's leaving town, all right, but she didn't say too much.
Well, what did she say?
Well, I told her about my wanting to get a job at the disco, and she told me to talk to Alan Quartermain.
Well, you know, that might not be a bad idea. I mean, it certainly give you a way to get in the place, and, well, you could get some information. You might even be able to ask Ellen a few questions.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that might work.
So do I. So you go to it and you get the job. And, don't, however, forget Mrs. Grant. I'm sure that she knows somehow where Susan Moore is.
Oh, no. I'll stay on it.
Good.
I'll be talking to you.
Hello. Well, you two, you look beat.
Well, we have been looking all over for Slick Jones. I think every cab in the city looks identical right now.
And it was exhausting.
I don't know, and Bobby trying to find him, too.
Slick will turn up.
Well, he's got to. He's the only key we have to understanding where Laura went.
Is Amy home?
Yeah, she's upstairs in her room studying. Listen, I'll make you two a nice cup of tea.
Alice, just a second. You look upset. Something bothering you? Something happened?
It's just that a friend of Susan stopped by today, and I didn't tell him anymore except that she'd left town. I mean, seeing as how she's going to have a baby and all, I thought it was best to leave it at that.
What happened with Susan? Did it all just fall apart with her man?
I don't know. I don't know if she's gone to be with Arnold or not. All I know is that she said she would be back.
Alice, I think you've had enough troubles with Heather and now with Susan. I think I better go in and make the tea. You just stay right here.
Dr. Weber, please. Now, it's very good for me to be busy. When I am busy, I cannot think about my troubles. Now, you stay here. You get some rest. I will make the tea.
All right. Thanks.
You know, this could all be a whole lot bigger than we realize.
I was just wondering about what Georgia said.
What? What do you mean?
Well, the other night at the clinic when the woman died, she said Robert Scorpio got on the phone. All he said was some numbers.
Yeah.
Code, whatever it was. Lesley, I think Robert Scorpio is some kind of agent.
What kind of agent? Working for who?
Well, I don't know that. I think Slick might know, and we got to get it out of him one way or another.
Yeah, well, Slick will turn up at Kelly's sooner or later, and Rose will call us.
Well, they have to, because I think Slick is the only shot we got.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Laura, what have you gotten yourself into now?
Oh, no, this bloody thing's stuck. Well, come along with me.
Where are we going?
So we'll just pop in and get some help with the jolly old door.
Looks like they're gone.
Yeah. For the time being. We can't hang around here, though. It's too risky.
I agree.
Better get back to the cargo hold.
Oh, no, I hate it down there.
Listen, love, this is the no-frills economy tour. Got it?
Will you? Laura, look at this guy, right? He has been obnoxious. He's been on my nerves all day. He made me seasick. Don't pay any attention to this.
I'm the best-tempered person in this room right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let's go.
Wait a minute. Some of us don't want to go.
Come on, stay here, get caught, or come down to the cargo.
Nobody
Make up your mind.
Nobody asked you.
Come on, let's go. Shh, be quiet.